now just thinking about recruitment, I feel like football, basketball, right? It's well known. People like there's 24/7, like it's very well tracked recruiting in the cycles. But baseball, I think is a bit different, especially since you have players getting drafted out of high school to go to the MLB, other players, maybe taking an extra year or going to a college. So what is that recruiting cycle like and how was it for you?
Yeah, it's definitely, I would say, a little more unique compared to other sports. Um, I think it happens a bit later nowadays than some other sports. Maybe they changed the rules or something like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty stressful, just because you have, a bunch of schools that you don't really know too much about, and it's kind of on you to learn more about them. Personally, I didn't have that many opportunities coming out of high school. And I think that's probably more so because of my size at that time. Um, but yeah, I mean it can definitely be stressful. And I got to go through it again when I entered the transfer portal. And that for me was a little bit less stressful just because I felt like I was more mature and, was able to have adult conversations with these coaches that were calling me. Definitely had a lot more opportunities in the transfer portal. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of on you to, not stress yourself out as much, and you're kind of in the driver's seat. And especially when, a lot of schools kind of want you and want to talk to you and learn more about you, I think it's on you to kind of just like settle in and kind of take it one by one and, not work yourself up too much.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. And you know, you ultimately went to Georgetown, and then Clemson, and there's recruiting cycles, and you said don't be stressed about it. But was there like what's a time frame like? Do when a coach or teams offer you, do they expect a fast commitment? Do you kind of wait it out? I know your brother went through his own things with recruitment, so I'm sure his guidance helped you and your dad too. Um,
Definitely.
but like, how did you kind of handle that all when you got that initial offer from, X a type of university?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches do it a lot of different ways. And I've always appreciated the coaches that say, "Hey, listen, here's what we're offering you. There's no, urgent timeline. Obviously, they kind of need to know who's coming in, and so, um, but yeah, I think the coaches that give you a very harsh deadline, um, I think there's a little bit of a game involved in that. That's not necessary. But for me, Georgetown, how I remember it is Coach Wilk, um, you know, talked to me on the phone. I went for a visit, gave me the offer, and said, "Listen, I'm not the type of guy that's gonna, say you need to tell me by whatever this time on this day." And so I think that definitely can help a player when time's not weighing on them and they're still trying to still figure out what they where they want to go and what they want to do.